The first big patch for the Korean Throne and Liberty is about to go live on the December 13th. Some of the changes listed are pretty amazing, and it tells that NCSoft is eager on improving the game and fixing all of the issues that players are complaining about. On the screen is the official post they made on their website, which is kinda poorly translated into English. But as this is poorly translated, I will give you a summary in this video, as some of the changes are pretty good. First and most important thing is that they want to ease the stress of growing and progressing your character. This means faster leveling by increasing the experience you gain from the quests. They are also rebalancing some of the difficult quests, some of the exploration codex, so they're easier to obtain and easier to complete. They are also reducing the annoying environmental quests. If you play the game, you probably know that some quests require rain, some quests require nighttime, some quests even require strong northeast wind to complete. And even when that happens, it doesn't even work. They're also improving grappling and flying, so it's less laggy and less jittery and more responsive, even for the players with high MS, like myself with 200 MS. And they will also increase something that I've been complaining the most, is the drop rates and experience from grinding the mobs. Right now, if you play the game, you probably know that gathering nodes is giving more XP than fighting and killing mobs. So you can pretty much just run around and gain more XP than just sitting and fighting mobs. Drop rates are also abysmal, because most of the recipes you need come from drops from the mobs, and the drop rates are very low. So when you farm a mob, it has a very low chance to drop the item you want. But right now they're improving that, and they're also improving experience from grinding mobs. So now you could potentially level by just mindlessly grinding one mob and also farming for that drop that you need. Next thing is they are improving a lot on UI design. The objective markers are being made more visible. They're also considering changing the name tags and how the markers work and their visibility. They want to add like a minimalistic nameplates. So improvements for that, for example, in GVG, when there's like a lot of people, there's a lot of nameplates everywhere, so they're gonna try to minimize the effect that has on the screen. They plan on changing some of the font sizes, making them more clean and more professional looking. And for the plans for the future, they plan on adding damage received numbers to better recognize the damage you take, as well as the healing. And they also plan to add a contribution meter for like bosses, which is very important because the loot is contribution based. So the more you contribute to killing the boss or like doing whatever is required to increase your contribution, the bigger chances to get the best loot. The events are currently set in every 2 hours, but now they're changing it to 3 hours, so this is going to allow more people to do other content rather than just waiting for the events, because events are very important. They give a lot of resources, they give a lot of experience, and you should do them every day, every time they're on, so this is gonna give more time between each event for other stuff. And they also plan to do those changes to field bosses, but nothing is set in stone, but they plan to also increase the rewards for those field bosses. And then the next thing that I'm probably excited the most is that they plan to reduce time and difficulty for trash mob clearing in dungeon. And they also plan to increase the rewards from the dungeon. So right now, if you've done any level 30, level 40, level 45 dungeon, you know that it takes at least 45 minutes to get to the main boss by killing all the trash mobs and fighting them. They all feel like fighting a boss on its own, so it's a good thing that it's gonna be easier to kill them, as they're probably gonna have like a big reduction in HP. And right now the rewards are also very minimal. Clearing the dungeon is gonna be very rewarding now, and it's definitely gonna cut down the time. And lastly, they're also reducing the inconvenience of party play. What does that mean? That means that they plan to improve party UI, they plan to increase intuitiveness on which party members are selected. They also plan to add a marker system to mark players for visibility. And one of the biggest things that they plan to improve, which is a top priority, is matchmaking system for dungeons, with the potential to even be cross-server. Right now, you need to LFG in chat to find the party members, to create your own party, and then manually join the dungeon one by one. Having matchmaking would be insanely good for this game. Cross server even better. And this is pretty much all what the patch notes are saying. A lot of the stuff that people have been complaining the most is already getting fixed tomorrow, and a lot of the planned stuff is also a top priority for them to include in the future updates. Currently, the game is looking great. I've been playing a lot. I'm level 50. I have not been grinding that much every day, but if you watched any of my other videos, you know that I upload videos every day. I want to show as much as possible of this game to the people who cannot play the game in Korea. I have been fortunate enough to be able to play, so expect more videos in Throne of Liberty, more gameplay videos. I want to upload gameplay footage from all the level 50 dungeons, so if you're interested in any of that content, consider subscribing, and thank you for watching this video, and please consider watching some of my other videos appearing on your screen.